Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Berdel Warrior, and I hope that you guys are doing well. So, this topic is about in the process of becoming whatever it is that you want to be, whether you want to become a millionaire or you want to have a better relationship or you started a new business and you're in the process of becoming that person, okay? So when we think about in the process of becoming, think about it. How are you feeling right now? How are you feeling right now? Are you having all those thoughts coming in and rushing in, and you're thinking about all the stuff you need to do? You're thinking about, boy, I'm not feeling good today. This person just said this to me or that to me, and that brought down your energy level or your vibration level. My sister, my brother, we all will have to get to the point that whatever anyone says or do to us, we have to still have the vibration energy high. Why? Because you are a creator. You are creating your life. You are creating your life. And as you creating your life, as you are getting your journal, as you writing down what it is that you want, right? As you're writing down the different processes that you are taking to get to where you want to go, you have to change your mindset. How do you change your mindset? You got to keep on asking the question, how am I feeling now? How am I feeling now? And if whatever you're feeling is not uplifting, okay, if you're not in a place of, say, gratitude, okay, that will take you to the level or the frequency that you need. Remember, we are a broadcasting station. We are a radio station, and what frequency are you on? So if you are listening, and that's why I have my friend and mentor Wesley, billionaire virgin, state that we need to be remain focused. Love the process. Love the process, my sister, my brother. Stop focusing on what you don't have, all the negative. They focus on what you want. Focus on what you want. And as we think about what is it that we want, okay, you have to be writing it down. You have to be writing it down, and it keeps you focused. And then sometimes I don't know about you, but I like to visual stuff. So then you might want to go ahead and do a vision board. A vision board that will help you also to kind of get your mind focused on where you want to go. That this is what you want. You don't want that. You want this, right? It's almost like, like when you're driving your car and you could tell when your car need a wheel alignment, right? It's like it goes to the right or it goes to the left, and it's like, I need to take my car in for repairs, right? So it's the same thing with our mind. Sometimes our mind goes to the left and it goes to the right, and that's not where you want it to go. So then you have to bring it back in focus. How do you do that? You got to be writing. You got to do your meditation. You got to do your praying. Praying meditation is nothing more than praying. And then you have to have the patience. You have to have the endurance. So I always say, put some pep in your step. So that will be patient, you have to have the endurance, and you have to have the prayer. Okay, you have to have all that as you're working, right? And as you're working and you're doing in the process, right? You don't go and like a farmer, he plants the seed, right? He goes and he plants the seed. And a farmer never plant one seed, he plant more than one seed, and he plants the seed, but he never goes back and dig up the soil to see whether or not that seed is processed, is germinating. He doesn't go back to do that, right? So it's same thing with us as individual. The farmer goes back and take out the weed, from going into the plant, and then sometimes as a farmer, sometimes it's hard to see what is the seed that you planted, right? Whether it's an apple tree or a banana tree or a peach tree. And sometimes you have weeds come in and the weeds look almost the same as that tree. So you got to look very closely. So we have to be very examine ourselves closely and say, Why am I thinking that? Okay, why is that coming? Why is what she or he say just trigger something off in me, right? Not realizing it's your old program, right? It's things that happened to you way back in the day, and finally it's coming back, and somebody just did something or said something, and it just it triggers something off in you. And it's like, but it's not the person, it's just that you have this old program that's playing. And so here is a book, my millionaire, billionaire mentor, Wesley Virgin, he stated that a book that we should be reading is Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And then it also talks about how to lose your mind and create a new one. So as we are in this process of losing our mind and creating a new one, right? You will have all these things coming up. And as you see things coming up, you got to say, I don't want this, I don't want that. Stop, stop, stop. And you bring your mind back to focus. You bring your mind back to focus. So as you bring your mind back to focus, right? There's another person I like, Jim Rohn as well, and he states success is nothing more than a few simple discipline practice every day, right? So as we are practicing these steps, whatever the steps, remember, we have control. We do not have control over the how. The how is belongs to God. You might say, I say God because I'm a Christian. You might say the universe, but the how belongs to Him. So we don't concern ourselves about the how. We are focusing on what are we doing the process. Okay, so the process is you get up, you in a place of gratitude, you're thanking God for waking you up this morning, thanking Him for your husband, your wife, your significant other, your job, whatever, right? Your business, whatever. You thanking him, right? And as you continue this process and you're doing your meditation, okay, and you find yourself losing focus, that means that you are not doing enough meditation, right? Because remember, like I said, your mind has been programmed, and it's an old program. It's an automatic program that we have, right? Because we've been doing it, say, for 20, 30, 40, 50, how many years you've been on the planet. This has been programmed. So your mind is automatic. It's almost like you get up in the morning and you get dressed, you brush your teeth, you get dressed, you leave the house, you usually go the same way you came, right? You usually go the same. It's automatic. It's automatic. So now you are in the process of changing that old program, the way you're thinking, the way you're eating, the way you're sleeping, the way who you're talking to, right? That's why Wesley, billionaire virgin, always state you got to be mindful of the people that you surround yourself with. Be mindful. Stop watching the TV. Stop watching the radio. Stop reading the newspaper. Start hanging around those people that full of negative energy. The reason why, because they pull you away. So in order for you to stay focused in the process is you have to stay meditated. You got to go in the meditative state. You got to hang around people that has the same mindset as you, right? I know most people wants things to happen like right now. We got this, you know how you got the food and you're so hungry. It's like, oh, I'm so hungry, I want it now, I want it now, I want it now. So you put your food in the microwave and it's too slow, right? Because you're very hungry, right? So we get ourselves in this microwave mentality, thinking that it has to happen right now. No, my sister, my brother, remember you are going through a process, okay? A process of rewriting, how would you say, you're rewriting your life, right? So you got this, like I said, the old program. You are changing this old program. And as you are changing this old program, right, it takes time. It really takes time, right? It takes time. But the quickest way to do it is, what are you focusing on right now? Right now, I'm talking to you. You probably have a million things that you're thinking about. I've got to go get lunch. I got to pick up the kids. I got to take the dog here. I got to, whatever, right? Our, the bottom line is we need to focus on the now. What are you doing now? Focus on that. Focus on that. Yes, we are, sometimes our mind wants to go this way, that way, right, left. That's why we need to come back and focus on what we need it to be. And so also in the book, Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself, it talks about emotional addiction because it's rooted in our past. It's rooted in your past. So, like I said, we are being pulled into that automatic program. So what we are doing, we are trying, we are working. We're not trying. We are changing it. We are changing it, and it will takes time. And it also say. He also talked about that we think and we believe that we are living in the present, not realizing we are not living in the present. I tell you, I had this aha moment yesterday as I was driving, and I'm thinking, we have been programmed all these years in the old program. So even though you are in the present, you're thinking that you're living in the present, actually you're living in the past because you have this old program that is program that's running you, okay, that's running. And so in order for us to change that old program, that's where you will have to you have to be patient with yourself. You got to be more loving towards yourself. You have to put the endurance in there, and you have to do the prayer, the meditation. You will have to increase that, increase that. That's why billionaire Wesley Virgin state that we need to stop hanging around negative people, stop listening, stop, turn off the radio, turn off the TV. We stay focused. That's the reason why. Because if we don't do that, you will have, it's like you take one step forward and you're taking one step backwards. Does that make sense? So we don't want to take a step backwards. We want to continue progressing. Only way you're going to do that, you're going to be in a place of gratitude. What am I grateful for now? How am I feeling now? You got to keep on asking yourself those questions. And if it's a negative program that's coming up, that automatic program, then you have to say, stop, stop, and then you stop it, and then you go back to your meditation. You go back and put on a music, okay? You got the vibration energy music that you can listen to. There's so many things that you can listen to. You got Les Brown, Lisa Nichols. You got all these different people that you can listen to. And then you have the affirmation that we're supposed to be listening to anyhow. So there's so much stuff that we can do, my sister, my brother, but we just got to be patient. You just got to be patient, It's almost like with the old mindset and the new mindset, and the old mindset is pulling you, right? It's almost like it's like almost like back in the day, or when you were chasing, or someone was chasing you, or someone in your relationship wanted you so badly, or you wanted so and so badly. So it's the same thing with the old mindset. He's like, he comes back and he's like, and it gives you all this attraction. Remember this, remember that, remember this, remember this. Oh, we should do this. Oh, we should do that. Girl, I would do this to you. Boy, I would do that to you. That stuff. And so when you think about that, that's why we are pulled that way, because it's an automatic. But because we want this new life over here, it's a new program. It's a new program. So we don't need to be playing that mind game. We got to say, nope, I don't want to. I am not going back there. This is my new life now, right? This is my new life now. This is where I'm going. So that's how we will break the old mindset. So by, like I state, vision board, journaling. Okay, focus on what you want. We always focusing on what we don't want. So isn't it, I mean, it's not easier because we've been programmed differently, but we got to make it a habit. It's that repetition. Wesley always said repetition is the mother of skill. We got to continue over and over and over and over doing it. And then your mind will say, okay, I got a new program, so I got to go this way. So you always have to keep on pulling and adjusting, pulling and adjusting, pulling and adjusting, repeating, repeating and repeating and repeating. So you might not be where you want to be yet, but you are there, right? You have not gotten there because your mind is not focused on there. Your mind is still in the old program. So as we are working on changing to the new program, it will take time. So that's where you get your patient, your endurance, and prayer. So put some pep in your step. Be patient with yourself. Be more loving with yourself. And at the end of the day, when you are looking back, okay, when you're sitting there in the audience and you're telling your story and you're giving your testimony, can you imagine what your testimony will be? Because you have done the steps, you have done the process, you have taken your time, you did the work, you did the work. And so remember, repetition is the mother of skill. And because you are there in the front of your audience right now, you're telling your story. You're telling them how you overcame, right? How you overcame what you are doing. You're going to be, you are in the process of changing somebody else's life. And by us in the process of changing somebody else's life, I mean, we are changing our life right now. But as you are standing up in the audience and you telling your story, someone is being changed by your story. Someone is reaching, so you're reaching one, and one will reach one, and one will reach one. When you look back, my sister and brother, you have touched, your life have touched thousands and millions of people, because you have decided that you're going to change this old programming, that you are going to break the habits of being yourself, being that old self. You have broke the habits, and now you're standing there, and people are just clapping for you. People are want your autograph. People are calling you or the phone, wanting your advice. People want to partner, have partnership with you. So that is where you're going. That's what is happening. That's happening. You don't see it because you are so bogged down in all the stuff, right? The old program. So because we are going into this new program, be patient. Put some pep in your step. Patient, endurance, and prayer. Meditation. And then Walt Disney also stated, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Let me repeat that. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. So let us continue to do, my sister. Let us continue to do the meditation, the gratitude, the vision board, the journaling, visualization. As we continue that, you will reap the journey. You will get to the destination. Don't be like that child. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? You know, I had my kids used to say that. Now I got my grandkids saying that, Grandma, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Yes, my sister, you are there. Yes, my brother, you are there. You are there. You are in the process. And the process takes a little bit longer because of the old programming that you have to change. The old program that you have to change. The old program that you have to let go, and you have to welcome the new programming. The new programming will take a little bit of time, because why? It's a new process, a new process. So be patient with yourself. So here's another one. It says, once your mindset change, everything on the outside will change, because it has to happen. It has to happen. So you want something up here, and you might be down here, right? And as you continue to climb and climb and climb and do the work, do the processes, and then when both of you guys, your frequency and what you want align themselves, that's when you get it. But right now we're like here, or you might be here and you're trying to get here. So it's a process. And sometimes you get a bumpy ride. Sometimes it gets a little bit bumpy. But still, put on your seatbelt, right? Take those deep breaths. And you're going to get there. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. And here's another one. It states, do not try to be the best. Do not try to be the best. Just do your best. Isn't that a good one? Here's another one. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you desire for the present. And that's Jim Rohn. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something that you design for your present. And that is what you are doing. That is what's taking time. So give yourself time, my sister and brother. You don't want to be like, I've been watching some of those individuals that won the lottery, okay? And most of them that won the lottery, between 5 years, they've lost it. So you, as we are looking to get to where you want to go, whether the business that you're running, you want to get the customer, you want to get sales, you want to generate more and more. You don't want that for just one day, right? You want that for a lifetime, a lifetime. And because it's a lifetime, it takes a process. So you don't want to be like those lottery winners that got all this money, and within 5 years they lose it, right? They lose it because they did not prepare their mind to receive that type of money. And so you and I are at the same point right now. You might be at the same point right now. You are not fully prepared for what is about to happen. Okay? Remember, what you want is up here. You might be down here. And it's things that you have to do in order to get to that level, right? And once your vibration and what you're doing, the processes get together, and then that's when everything just whew, and then you say, "Oh, she became a millionaire overnight," not realizing that it took a process, but people don't see the process. You're the only one that knows and see the process. So enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. Remember, you're that individual that's standing on stage receiving your award, right? And how do you feel? How do you feel? People are clapping for you. People are taking all the pictures, right? How do you feel? So that is whatever that feeling is, that is what you need to hold on to, right? So whenever you get those negative, the old, I would say the old programming trying to take over, right? Then you just have to say stop, and then go back, go to the new program, go to the new program. So my sister, my brother, my name is Berdel Warrior, and I just took the time out to stay in the process. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the process, okay? The process is not only for you, but is for the individuals that you will be connected to. Why? Because you have decided to stay there. You decided to be patient with yourself. You decided to have the endurance. You decided to pray, and you decided and you made a decision that I'm no longer going to have this old mindset. I'm going to have a new program. Okay, so just continue to love yourself, my sister, my brother. Continue to do the process. Within the process is where you're going to find whatever it is that you're looking for. And what is that? What is that? Success, being able to inspire someone to get to their next level, right? And able to inspire someone to reach their goals, dreams, and whatever that is right for them, okay? So my sister, my brother, thank you guys so much for stopping by. And if this was a blessing, just go ahead and go ahead and share. It doesn't cost you anything, okay? And I thank you, and I thank you for doing that for me. Until then, be blessed and take care.